Now let's go back to the certificates page and upload our file. Okay, now click on generate, and our certificate is ready. Now let's click on download, and that's our certificate we just downloaded. Okay, so we will need to place this certificate inside the bin folder. Okay, I'm just going to change its name to iOS underscore distribution. All right. Now we're going to use our certificate to create a provisioning profile. So let's go to provisioning profiles and click on distribution, since we need one for distribution. Now let's click on manually generate profiles. I'm going for distribution App Store. Continue. And now let's select the right app ID, which is SpeedReader. Continue. And we're going to select our certificate and then continue. Let's give it a profile name. I'm going to call it SpeedReader Distribution. And then click on generate. Okay, so now our profile is ready. Just click on download. And now let's place our file in the bin folder. I'm just going to change its name to SpeedReader Distribution .mobile provision. Okay. Now the next step is to create what we call a P12 file. So we're going to use our certificate to create that file. So let's go back to the command prompt. So the command we're going to write this time is going to be OpenSSL space x509 and then space -sign in and then space followed by the name of our certificate. Okay. And then space -sign inform space DER. Okay. And then -sign out, and here we write the name of our output file, which is a PEM file. So I'm going to call it speedreader.pem and then space -sign output outform and then -sign PEM capital letters. Okay. So click enter. Okay, now we are going to use that file we have just generated, the PEM file, and we're going to write another command, OpenSSL space pkcs12 space -sign export space -sign in key -sign our key name, which is speedreader.key, and then space -sign in -sign our PEM file, which is speedreader.pem, and then space -sign out, and then space, and let's go for a name for our P12 file. Let's call it speedreader app.p12. Okay, and then click enter. Now you need to choose a password. We will need this password later, so I'm gonna choose a password. And then click enter. Type it again. And then enter. Okay. Now you can see the P12 file right there.
Alright, now that you've got your provisioning profile and your P12 file, you are ready to submit your app to the Apple App Store. So you need to go back to your app builder and then scroll down, check iOS instead of Android. Then scroll down and check iOS to the signing and add a key. So all you need to do is choose a title, type your password, and upload your mobile provision file and your P12 file right there. All right, so once you do that, you just scroll up and you use the button that you used earlier to compile your Android app. So it's exactly the same process. So I'm going to pause the video here and I'm going to see you in the Apple submission page.
Let's sign in. And then you click on My Apps. And then create a new app by clicking on the plus sign, then New App. Okay, it's an iOS app. Let's call it Speed Reader app. Language is English. And let's choose the right bundle ID, which is this one. And then an SKU, which is just a unique identifier for your app. Okay. And then let's click on Create. Okay. Now you can fill in details about the app, in pricing and availability. You can choose a price. Okay. You can also add restrictions on where you want your app to be available. You can also go for a volume purchase program if you want. Okay. So let's save. Now if you click on Prepare for Submission, then you can add some other information to the app. You can add a video preview, screenshots. You can also add a description, keywords for the app, a support URL, and so on.
At this stage, you really need to have a Mac in order for you to download and install the application loader, which you will use to upload your compiled file from Cocoon. So if you don't have a Mac, you can rent a Mac in the cloud. So just Google rent a Mac in the cloud and you'll be able to rent a Mac for a limited amount of time. So once you do this, you can upload your compiled file to the App Store and then click on the Submit for Review button.